What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and I've already had some time now to go over this lawsuit from last night. We got another possible lawsuit. Like the video's intro plays because we got a lot to get into.
I was listening to Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You knew what was up.
I ain't got it.
Big Mims.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Swallowed up.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
No, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay, y'all. So I've really been thinking about all this Diddy stuff. I really think that Diddy's issue, whether he's gay, bisexual, or not, that's not the issue. The issue is it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it, right? We got all of these situations where you hear, Cassie was ready to go. No, you can't go till I tell you can go. You got these men who are definitely straight, but you put them in positions where their sexuality is questioned, like Meek Mills. We're going to get on that. I think Diddy is the problem, whether he's gay, straight, whatever, asserting dominance over all of these people who aren't necessarily into that is the problem. But I'll break all that down. We'll start here, for example. Where is it? We're going to start here.
Went on for about a year. Any parties he had,
Right.
I was,
You would go.
I didn't know that there was other parties.
Yeah. You wasn't at them parties.
I wasn't at the
Okay.
I was at the, the big party.
The big. Mm-hmm.
And then Diddy called me one day after I did Cadillac Records. He came to the premiere of Cadillac Records in New York, and he was like, "Man, you killed that." He said, "I'm up for this movie or this show." It was a movie, Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah.
He's like, "I need an acting coach, man." So I put him with my acting coach that I had since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my acting coach, big shout out, Josh Patan, wonderful, phenomenal acting coach. And he started working with him. Then Diddy was on a series for a little bit, and then he was working. So he was always looking out. So I think it was just now looking back, it's like the groomage, right?
Yeah.
So I was the BET Awards were happening in town. I didn't go because I wasn't nominated. So I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not nominated. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting my black behind at the crib. So about 2:30 in the morning, 2:15, 2:30 in the morning, phone rings, is unknown number. I don't answer unknown numbers. But my wife looking at me like,
Yeah.
Who is that?
Pick that up.
I want to know about this.
So I put it on speaker.
Yeah.
I picked it up. I said, "Who is this?" It's Sean. I'm like, "Sean, it's Puff." I'm like, "Oh, what's good?"
You talking low like that?
Talking low. So I was like, "Hey, what's good?" I said, "What's cracking?" He said, we didn't see you tonight at the BET Awards. We didn't see you tonight." He said,
He checking in.
He said, what you doing?" I was like, "Oh man, I'm at the crib." He said, "Oh yeah, we over here at the he said, "I'm over here at the Beverly Hills Hotel." I said, "Oh, for real?" So who over there? "Just me."
What? Come on, man. That man ain't saying. You serious?
He said, "Just me." So my wife, I'm over here on the suspect list.
What the hell?
I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm in bed, bro. I'm good." He's like, I and just hung up.
But did he ever give you signs?
No.
Did you ever give him any sign, any reason?
No, nothing whatsoever. So I'm like, man, but now I got smoke in my house. So my wife looking at me like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "I don't know. This man just called me. Like, and I don't know what's going on." So anyway, people, when I posted that on IG, people was like, the comments was like, "But did you go?"
Yeah, you did.
They was like,
Right.
You did leave it like in
and I'm
limbo.
like, "Oh, I gotta respond to this." But I was like, the only way people really listen is if you said, they listen to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle say some shit they know it's fact. I was like, hell no, I didn't go. It's crazy. So this went on for about a year. Any parties he had. Like I was,
would go.
I didn't know that there was other parties.
Yeah. You wasn't at them parties.
I wasn't at those parties. I was at the, the big party.
The big. Mm-hmm.
And then Diddy.
So anyway, the point that I was making with that is this came out of nowhere. We all know exactly what was about to go on at that party, and we joke and we play, but the jokes are turning into reality for Diddy.
Here today? No, this is the party. Oh, why? I just come back when everybody get here. No, stay. No, it's cool. I just come back later when everybody get here. I said stay! Oh, Diddy, all right, I'm here. Party with me, Daddy. I'll be the first one here, okay. Where everybody at? It's just me and you in here today. Yeah. Now come dance for Brother Love. I mean, ain't no music playing right now. I said dance for Brother Love! Okay. Take that.
So we thought it was a joke, but the reality is Columbus just told us he'd be having these parties. Nobody else is there. He didn't say, you and your girl come on. He said, no, I want you to come over. It's a dude who wasn't interested in that. It's a power dynamic, in my opinion. Let me go ahead and put my banner up because Meek already attacking YouTubers. It's a power dynamic. And I don't know how people don't see that. You could do whatever you want. If Diddy wanted a gay dude, he could have any gay dude. He could have any model. He could have whatever he wants because that's the way it works when you're rich and powerful. But that's not the person that he wants. In my opinion, he wants the dude like the producer who filed that lawsuit, who was doing 2 truths and a lie. This video could have been titled 2 Truths and a Lie because that's what this dude did. He threw everything out there, whether it was corroborated or not. The thing is, we believe it because a lot of the stuff sounds what we've heard could be some shit that Diddy would do. But yeah, so I went ahead, I started reviewing this. Because actually, let me show you this so we can start here. So the guy made some definite crazy ass claims. But it says 2 women come forward, say they're falsely ID'd as underage. So 2 of the women from the lawsuit say Diddy's attorney says a couple individuals who were identified as minors in the salacious lawsuit filed against the mogul are not minors at all. They're fully grown women. Sean Hawley tells TMZ 2 of the women have come forward to clear the air after they saw their images included in Rodney Jones' explosive legal claim from Monday, where he alleged that everything under the sun against Diddy, including claims of partying with underage girls. So that was one of the pictures. It says there are photos included in Rodney's lawsuit that purport to show a party that Diddy threw last summer in LA. And some of the images show Diddy and his son Justin around some of the women, with captions characterizing them as minors. Now that's some sloppy shit. You got what is his name? Tyrone, as your like one of those attorneys who you definitely want some press, you go to him. You got him putting this in the actual complaint. This is sloppy. It's sloppy. Let's see. The suit even blacks out their faces, perhaps in an attempt to lend credence to the notion they're underage. But Holly tells us 2 of the women depicted are anything but. For starters, she tells us that the woman depicted in the screenshot of Diddy has actually come forward to her to set the record straight, as she feels she's been grossly mislabeled, as have the circumstances around which she was in Diddy's company that night. Holly tells us that the woman's name is Chelsea, a 33-year-old. 33. Let me tell you what I think this did. What I think this dude did. If you blend enough truth with some outlandish shit, then it pulls your audience in. So all these things that we've been hearing about Diddy, he probably does have videotapes and stuff. He probably thought that he could pull a Cassie where I'm going to put everything out there. And then by tomorrow, I'm going to have a settlement. I don't think that's happening. I think what he actually is going to get is a few lawsuits from the Chris Browns, the Ushers. If he cannot corroborate and have other witnesses testify to the things, or have some, he needs to pull the Christian Keys, basically. If Diddy was over there playing with your manhole and that wasn't what you wanted him doing, then you should have started recording him like Christian Keys did. Because now what you have done is you have effectively put into question all of the other lawsuits, because yours contains some BS. Now, do I believe the man? Yeah, I just don't believe everything he said. And that's really what you need if you are coming forward to sue somebody civilly. She said, Holly tells us the woman's name is Chelsea. She's 33 years old, who has a child. We're told Chelsea does not want to publicly reveal her full identity, hoping to maintain her and her family's privacy amid this whole mess. But we're told she insists that 100% her in the picture. Now, she has a child. What else did she say? Okay, more importantly, we've been provided a photo of Chelsea, which we're told shows her in the same bodysuit outfit she was apparently wearing in the photo included in Rodney's suit. We blurred her face in the photo out of respect for her privacy, but the bottom line here is Chelsea is saying she's in that picture with Diddy, and she's most definitely not a minor. Now, there was something else that she said that I thought was real interesting. As have the circumstances under which... Now, y'all think she was supposed to be here? You think her kid is young and she was cheating with Diddy? And Diddy said, "No, I'm gonna go ahead and pay you. You gonna come forward." Because who just goes around saying I have a child? You could technically have a child at what, 12, 13? Okay. There's another photo of Justin in this lawsuit that purports to show him partying, hanging around underage girls at the same party. But Holly tells us that too is false, as the woman whose face is blacked out in the pics is actually Justin's 32-year-old girlfriend. We've obtained what we're told is an unredacted version of the photo in Rodney's lawsuit. And sure enough, it appears to be Justin's significant other, Stephanie Rayo. There's another photo of Justin and Stephanie from the same night. Stephanie, she's pretty, but a different angle. That appears to back up that it's her. Holly points to this evidence that Rodney and his attorneys were at minimum careless in putting together the complaint. Last but not least, we've gotten some clarification on Rodney's claim that Diddy and Justin were somehow involved in a, pow that left the man injured at a recording studio here in Hollywood. Something Rodney alleged in his complaint was covered up by Diddy himself. But our law enforcement sources. Now, TMZ, this is where I'm going to stop you. I don't care about TMZ's law enforcement sources, to be honest with you, because TMZ, in my opinion, can be bought. In my opinion, the Kardashians get whatever they want in there. I think at some point his depictions of Trump were, way nicer than any of the other people. I don't necessarily buy that. It says, but our law enforcement sources tell us the story that was told to cops that night, namely that the victim was robbed at Pow Point and put some bullets in there by unknown assailants outside, ended up leading to an arrest in the case, and those suspects are currently awaiting trial. I don't know if I believe that. Like I said, I think that this guy did two truths and a lie. So he said that he was approximately 2 feet away from the bathroom when the pow-pows rang out. Mr. Jones recalls hearing multiple pow-pows. So, okay. That would come down to where the crime photos. He says that Diddy and them they left. The police are saying Diddy and them weren't even there. He's saying that Diddy and them just left, didn't care, had stuff cleaned up. I would need to see the crime scene photos, like to be specific. We got to be real specific. And there was something else, and y'all already know now that the dude in the Stevie J thing was actually a gay adult film star. Let me see. Okay, let me put this back up. It says the alleged culprits are Rudolph Flowers and LaRon Bunley, and we're told they're suspected in other crimes in and around Los Angeles, including follow home robberies. Long story short, Holly thinks this is just another one of the dominoes that'll start to fall as the details of Rodney's suit get picked apart. We've reached out to Rodney's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, who didn't get specific on the new info, but tells TMZ, thanks to Sean Hawley, Sean Combs and Justin Combs are on a fast track to the same fate as Tory Lanez and Danny Masterson. Nigga. Sean Hawley ain't the one to play with, but your client, this stuff shouldn't be this easily disproved. Now, I want to point out that Diddy is going through this real quick with this dude, but you see, he didn't try to dispute the stuff with Cassie, and the other two people who are suing him, he's not gone down to try to dispute it like this. So, there was another part. Where is it? Okay, here we go. There's just still some things I can't show y'all that, TMZ can have, but I can't. Okay, it says in terms of who it actually is, Tyrone says his client only knew it was allegedly related to him when it first fell into his lap during his time with Diddy. So basically, the video with Stevie J, old boy's attorney is saying, hey, we're just telling you what Diddy said was Stevie J. He didn't go look it up to see if it was true. And I think that could be true. If you have a video that says Stevie J, Diddy's like in his 50s, probably isn't even accustomed to really holding a camera, really being on social media. He probably has people doing that for him. I'm gonna give this one the benefit of the doubt. Tyrone also offers explanation of another question that's being raised, namely why Rodney made no mention of any assault in his GoFundMe page a few weeks before the lawsuit was filed Monday, where he literally tried to raise funds in an attempt to sue Diddy after claiming he got screwed out of royalties and publishing rights on Diddy's last album. Let me tell you what happened there. In my opinion, Diddy literally had this dude in and around him for 13 months, not really paying him. And people like Diddy think that you being in my presence is payment enough. He didn't make any money off this Love album. He spent a ton of money because he had everybody and their mama as a feature on it. All the top producers, all the top artists, because Diddy is marginally talented at best. So he has to have features. I don't think there's anything that I've ever heard from Diddy where he wasn't the feature or he had a feature. Marginally talented. So because he didn't make no money, he was like, I paid you in penis. You can go now. You can go. But I do think that this dude, Tyrone, is probably going to be facing a lawsuit from Diddy's son because you allege that there was an underage girl that he was with, and that came out to be false. Tyrone tells us that victims of SA respond to their trauma in very different ways. There's no uniformity in response to trauma. He has Mr. Jones as a father and a Christian. We heard that. He was willing to sacrifice his rights concerning his assault in an effort to protect his dignity and the dignity of his family. Mr. Combs was made aware of Mr. Jones' claim for assault from the moment Mr. Jones made his intentions to sue clear. Tyrone explains the main reason Rodney started the GoFundMe was to pay his previous attorney who was hired to assist with collecting the publishing and royalties money. I absolutely believe that Diddy screwed this man out of his money. Has anybody listened to the Love album? No. No, I mean, I did hear that the Love album really wasn't bad. I'm not going to lie. When Diddy did that Dirty Money album, that wasn't a bad album either. But again, it was completely, he didn't write anything. And the vocals and everything were really coming from Dawn and that other girl. Lastly, Tyrone addresses speculation that Rodney isn't the man with Cuba Gooding Jr. in a snap that was included in the complaint as purported evidence, where the actor is allegedly seen cozying up with another dude, which the suit says is Rodney. Now, I could see that because this dude looks a little thicker, but Rodney says it's him. Tyrone straight up dismissing the conjecture that it ain't Rodney because he says it 100% is. He actually claims they've got the video proof to back up their claims here. So I do think that Rodney's coming with some stuff. I'm thinking that Rodney basically was like, I'm just going to put everything out. Hopefully he'll settle with me. I can go into witness protection. And yeah, Kalina. I actually had her mixtape. I just didn't like that she went on Love and Hip Hop. Okay, so back to here. So I went through and fine-tooth combed some of these things, and I want to say that some of this sounds really believable. Like, okay, it goes. Throughout his time living with Combs, he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his manhole by Mr. Combs. So it says Mr. Jones was uncomfortable with Mr. Combs' advances and expressed his discomfort to Mr. Combs' chief of staff, Christina Corman. Now, here's the thing. Did you do it via email? Is there a paper trail? Because if not, then she's just going to testify if it gets to trial. Nope, that didn't happen. Again, everything is she responded, but did she respond in email? Did she respond via text? You know, Sean will be Sean. In an attempt to downplay Mr. Combs' groping of Mr. Jones' manhole and balls as friendly horseplay, stating that those acts were Mr. Combs' way of showing that he likes you. Okay. He's accusing Puffy of grooming him. He says Mr. Combs assaulted him and was working with Mr. Combs to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship. Now that I believe that this dude is literally being coaxed into, okay, if you do this, I'll get you what you want. So here we go. We're getting to these people. We already talked about the Stevie J video. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper Meek Mill. Now, Meek Mill is losing his mind right now. And I think I don't fault him for it. He's now responding to all this stuff about Diddy saying allegedly that he had done him. He said, eliminate anything toxic to the black culture immediately. When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day. Ask some of your favorites. Nicki, was that happening? Because you told Remy Ma that you couldn't even engage with Nicki for months on top of months because her, basement BBL had dropped. So it sounds like you lying. It said, P don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy P do it for me. Now, you have every right to be upset because you just got thrown into something. We can't prove that Puffy actually told you that he did you, right? Like, we can't. In all fairness to Meek Mills, we just have one word of this dude, but you are really going in. I didn't believe that he was gay. The problem is, Meek, what you have done is if you are not a gay man and you believe Puffy to be, then why would you let him talk to you as if you're his girlfriend? That's the problem. Be a straight man who is comfortable being around gay people, but that does not mean that you have to let gay people or bisexual people hit on you. That's your problem. That is why you're coming into question.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work.
That's the problem, Meek. It has nothing to do with, you know, people trying to put you in the community or whatever. The problem is you allowed Puffy to dominate you on camera. So now anytime anybody says anything about you, it's believable because you walking around with them Cosby Show shirts on with Puff Daddy. You made yourself this joke. You can be around gay people, but at a certain point, we now know that Puffy was making, if you didn't actually get to read the entire lawsuit with Cassie, you know that Puffy asked Cassie, what do you call your grandfather? And when she said Pop Pop, he said, you have to call me Pop Pop from now on. Now, he's not telling Meek or Fabulous to call him daddy, but he is using that same psychology, that whole dominating parent situation. Women don't go around calling each other mommy, and lesbian women don't go around calling each other mommy. Lesbian women call each other mommy when they're interested in the woman or dating the woman. You allowed this to yourself, and now you're going on a tangent, which makes it look even worse. Storm went through his Twitter and found where Meek had been following this one site that just shows gay adult activities that he was following. That's the whole Twitter account. You did this to yourself. He said, I would trash any celebrity if they tried wild move on me. No pics, literally go crazy on them. That is all. I'm from Philly, ninja. All my ninjas always watch me around this world in this wild ass industry. I'm sorry. Did y'all see any of his homies in that video? Y'all see me?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work.
I didn't see nobody else. It said every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem gay. I changed laws for our people. I donate millions, and that is true. He's an advocate for prison reform. They are designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me, though. You got to really KIL me, and I'll still get bigger after I'm DOA. This God, not me. He said, next I'm exposed who's really behind the black. Basically, he's saying YouTube is the problem. YouTube creators target black celebrities with AI fake news. We have too much influence, Google. Deep fake AI. I'm one of the most purest men in this. You'll find out later. That's the way it goes. Now, you could be pure. You could be whatever you want. But we still remember you in this.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work.
I don't know why you would be in. I don't know. I don't know, Meek. Hold on. Okay, JH, thank you so much for joining the membership. Negla says saying praying tonight. Mims is on the 2 times a day. Thanks, Negla. Booty Butter said Diddy is a disgruntled bottom who muddies tops. Oh my God. Thanks for the super chat, Booty Butter. Diddy Dahmer. Oh my. Thomas Burns, love your show. This was not on my 2024 bingo card. Me neither. Thanks for the super chat, y'all. Booty Butter says they said Makisha Cole smell like black. Who the hell is Booty Butter? Who are you, Booty? Who is Booty Butter, y'all? David Cope says, love the content. Helps me get through my work week. Wish I could catch a live regularly. Thanks for being here, Davey. I appreciate you. But okay, let me take this off. So then we got, let me see. Who was the other one? Okay, it was, so Meek Mills. Okay, then the next one that Diddy alleged he had done, or this boy said Diddy alleged done, was Usher. Performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful residency. Now, Usher is sitting at home thinking, I just did the Super Bowl. I just got married.
So why am I in it? And you could have did it. See, I get wrong because you never apologized.
Usher, you're in it because I think you got taken advantage of as a kid, to be honest with you. if we really want to go down this rabbit hole with Usher, it started here, and it started with Larry Reid. Okay, y'all. If you just randomly request, somebody is randomly back to back requesting money from me on Cash App, you just get blocked. I don't know what that means. But thank you to Christy for the Cash App, Charlotte, Charlene, Lynette, Rhonda, Lakina, and Lorraine. Thank you guys for the Cash Apps. I never think to scroll them. I really do think it started here, and let me let you guys hear what I'm talking about. Usher did an interview. Hold on, let me get it real quick. Okay, I found it. Actually, I don't want to play it on here. I'm going to play it on my phone. And those suspects are currently awaiting. Let's see. Here we go.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw.
Why would this kid be sent to Diddy to see the lifestyle when Diddy was a full-grown adult? A full-grown adult.
And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls.
Okay, so right there, I'm thinking that everybody. Let's go and just take a trip down memory lane. For all these child stars, Usher being at Diddy's house, everybody, it wasn't that something was wrong with Tamika. People didn't understand why Usher had a proclivity for older women. But if you have Usher at age 13 at Diddy's house, it wasn't 13-year-old women that he said interesting things happen with. What happens is when things like that happen to you at a very young age, that kind of like sticks with you. So it's no surprise that most of the women that Usher's with look older. Now, I just found out that his wife was actually a little younger than him, but she looks older. Everybody else was older. Now, this is a picture of Tamika back when he was with Chili. She don't look like that. But again, both these women were technically older than Usher. Usher likes older women, and I think that came from them Diddy parties, in my opinion.
Was there Lil Kim, Craig Mack?
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now.
That ain't a life.
You ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
There you go. When you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. There was no reason that kid should have been in and around whatever Diddy had going on. Because the allegations were that lifestyle that he was living started way before Cassie. But, you know, it's a trickle down theory. We talk about Usher. Usher kind of like made it out of the other side. But again, we don't know what Usher's proclivities are. We don't. We don't. I believe Quantasia, just FYI. But you never really know what that lifestyle could do. Somebody was like, move on. Look at what it did to him. Look at what it did to this dude. He's over here.
Pay for water, you son of a... Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf. The smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshkash muash. I love
It messes them up, especially the ones who were taken advantage of. But we don't give people the grace for that. But in all reality, you could be a child star, and what somebody did to you, what somebody took from you without your permission, can mess you up for the rest of your life. And then they, you know, people just walk around thinking you crazy. If it was a safe space being with Diddy, then why the hell wouldn't Usher let his children go? Because he knows it wasn't a safe space. He knows it wasn't a safe space. But I'm about to mess y'all up real quick. You know that you don't want your children there. But
it's like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, you did. No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should. Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early.
Usher looked uncomfortable as hell. We got like 4,000 in the chat. Y'all hit that like button. This shit has become normalized with Diddy. But let me tell you, I told you I was about to mess you up. So now that I gave you guys that portion of the story, we got Usher doing God knows what at 13. The industry put him in Diddy's house at 13 so he could see the lifestyle. What does that even mean? You can have a child star and still protect them. You signed your child over to Diddy so he could see the lifestyle. Okay. If you, Usher, would not allow your children to go, then why the hell would you send your artist?
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full buck.
We're not done yet.
Yours when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house.
Y'all, so I played this because it's all connected. To go back to the lawsuit, he said specifically, Mr. Combs used many tactics to maintain dominion and control of Mr. Jones. He promised him a Grammy for Producer of the Year for the Love album. He offered him $250,000 to purchase all the instruments he wanted. He promised him ownership of a $20 million property on Star Island in Miami. What do you know? What did he just offer this little dude?
Yours when you know, when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house.
Are y'all seeing this? In this lawsuit, that's what he said. He promised access to record label executives like defendant Lucien Charles Grange in Ethiopia. He promised him ownership of a $20 million property. You just promised the same thing to Justin Bieber. Then we get to the accusations about Chris Brown. It said Chris Brown, where is it? Where's the Chris Brown ones? Oh, that Chris Brown was with underage women. Now, Chris, how you feel about that?
How you feeling? Amazing. Yeah.
Not so amazing. Chris is gonna sue him. I can guarantee you, Chris Brown is gonna sue this man because again, it's not anything that you have absolute concrete proof of. But he's mixing in lies with truth, y'all. He's mixing in lies with truth. We got like 4,200 in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Both are free ways to support the channel. I wanted to show y'all something else. Oh, we're about to get to the sex workers. Mr. Combs did not check the identification of any of these underage girls. He alleged that Puffy had laced the DeLeon liquor with ecstasy. Now, that ain't the first time I heard that. Cassie said that. So, again, you're just mixing in. This is going to be a hell of a lawsuit. He said he was forced to drink the DeLeon shots until he passed out. Oh, okay. Let's get to this one. So I had to go print this stuff out and actually go line by line. I want to get to the sex. There is a actual paragraph that I wanted you guys to hear because I found something that I thought, okay, right here. Booby trap on the river. Mr. Jones was forced to recruit sex workers. Mr. Combs provided Mr. Jones with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap and required him to wear it to the booby trap on the river as a signal to any sex worker he approached that Mr. Combs was in town and had sent Mr. Jones to recruit them. Mr. Jones had no desire to visit booby trap on the river. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit sex workers from booby trap on the river. Mr. Combs used his power and influence to intimidate and force Mr. Jones into soliciting sex workers from booby trap on the river. As demonstrated by Mr. Combs' many tactics to maintain dominion and control over Mr. Jones. Apparently, these workers were accustomed to servicing Mr. Combs and would know that he was in town by the sight of the bad boy's baseball cap. So that reminded me of this interview. Now listen closely because it's going to be funny, but listen closely past the funny part. And as you're listening, think, well, if these people knew about the baseball cap, Diddy has a network of people with all of these sexual proclivities that they keep quiet about because Diddy has money. Listen to what he said.
He'd never put his shit out on the counter when we get ready to take it out. He would always just give a man a wad of money. So they just thought it was cool. So they'll give him a brown bag, he'll go through there. So one day I was walking down the aisle with him. And so then he just stopped and he just started picking this shit up off the aisle. And he was getting he went up there like several times just getting shit down. And so then I pinned in on what he was, where he was getting it from. And because I was just staying a couple of feet behind him. So when I went by, I looked up. I said, yo. And I seen the shit up there and it said butt plugs. And I said, yo, my man, what'd you get this shit for? And the nigga said, yo, on everything I love, man. He said, yo, Rec, he said, yo, can I do my shopping by myself?
Yo, hold on.
You know, with the
Okay, y'all. So the point is, he went into one of these adult stores. They don't ask him any questions. They don't look within his bag. He gives them a wad of money and he just goes and pulls whatever he wants off the shelf. And that day it happened to be butt plugs. But you get what I'm saying, right? I believe this man's lawsuit is 2 truths and a lie. He threw everything out there. But I definitely think somebody said, Mims, didn't you read that Chris Brown was in the studio and other events from the lawsuit? That's what this man alleged. This man alleged that Chris was with underage girls, but I'm just saying, and 2 of the underage girls happen to be adults that they came forward. If you just get in here, they talked about it. So it's like we kind of have to use both sides of our brain. We can't just believe this, but do I believe a good portion of it? Yeah. Do I believe Puffy somewhere being like,
Come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
Also, when he was talking to Justin, let's see this part.
Yours when when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house.
You saw that tongue? As soon as I saw the tongue, you're licking your tongue, and the first thing I thought about was,
This ain't stealing.
it's something about people who, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. It just, there's so many different things. I'm not going to be able to get to all of it, but I want to show you guys what Tiffany said. I think I'll use Storms. I'll link Storm's whole video in the description of this because I know him. Oh, let's see. We'll...
Life. That's Cassie's life. In real life.
Now, this is Tiffany Red. Tiffany Red was a songwriter. Tiffany Red, we found out, was somebody who Diddy definitely did not like her being around Cassie. The allegations are Diddy has gotten violent with her. Tiffany Red is not holding any punches. And she is the next person who has alleged she is going to sue Diddy. And y'all, it goes really deep with her because she wrote all Cassie's songs, but Diddy was exerting dominance and control over Cassie and not allowing her to release any music. So you have a songwriter who has written all these songs and now can't even get paid. That's why she's frustrated, on top of the fact that she witnessed who and what Diddy was firsthand.
And all this shit y'all doing on the internet is putting everybody in danger. I'm not outside because it's dangerous. You tell me who else gets to be accused of all kind of this kind of shit that ain't gonna get picked up and be in jail already? What did George Floyd die for? Some fake ass money. That's all it took. I'm exhausted with this shit, y'all. Hurt. And I'm so sad. I can't believe I'm on the crown internet. But I'm so hurt and I'm so sad because for the last 4 years, all I've been trying to do is make this shit better. This is the reason why I quit. Y'all ask me why I don't write songs anymore. This is why. This shit has made me want to kill myself. I'm fighting suicidal ideations.
That's nothing to play with. I believe this young lady. I believe her. She's not Cassie. She wasn't involved. She left doing what she wanted to do with her life because she's scared. And she got effed over.
As we speak, because this is no way to live. This is no way to live. I just wanted to do records. I just wanted to write songs. I did not sign up for this shit. I was not raised like this. I don't want to do the drugs. I don't want to fuck. You want to know why I don't got a bunch of hits for all y'all that are like, she ain't got no hits? Them hits was behind me laying on My back, bitch. That's why I don't got them records. Because I'm not willing. Because I got a daddy that'll hurt you. And I care about my family. So I'm not going to put my family in that position. So I quit. The thing I love. The thing I'm amazing at. The thing that God blessed me with. We don't deserve this, y'all. There's so many people getting hurt just trying to make music that do not deserve this. So there you have it. I'm suing Puff. I'm suing Interscope. I'm suing Epic. I'm suing Bad Boy for all the music that I have written for Cassie that was derailed. I'm suing for my career that they took from me, that I earned, that I worked for. And for all of y'all who don't have the courage to do what I'm doing, to do what Little Rod is doing, to do what Cassie is doing, shut the
Okay, you get the point. you get the point. I believe her. I definitely believe her. Let me see. Kel Green said Meek Daddy was cooling his bussy in the pool. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Bonnie says Puffy made a pact with the spirit of D. Anyone around him needs to get away from him ASAP. He's a fifth monger and a chaos goblin. Damn. Jack, thanks for joining the membership. Tommy Bites said he said in an interview with Oprah, Diddy did things. Are you talking about Usher? I mean, he is a scary dude, y'all. All jokes aside, I believe some of the people. I believe, in my opinion, the stuff that happened with Tupac and Big, I think that Diddy played a part in it, but that's just my opinion. Hey, Mrs. Parker says it's been said that Puff was turned out in Mount Vernon, and at that all-boy reform school he attended, there was a small percentage of black boys there. I never heard that. But you can send me some more information on it. I never heard that. Thanks for the super chat. Bella Minded says, so is it possible Diddy was groomed? Miss Parker just said he got turned out in boarding school. But getting turned out doesn't mean that you put your hands allegedly on women and take their ability to say no away. Negla says all of these videos are sus and coming back to bite him. By the way, my husband did just become a straight shooter. Oh, I appreciate that, Negla. LY said, congrats on my favorite YouTuber. It's great watching your channel grow since the pursuit of Porsche. You see, she's right up there. Tommy Bites TV says, show the video of Justin's meeting Diddy after. Justin meeting Diddy after what? You'd have to let me know what you're talking about. I don't know which video you're talking about. Tommy Bites TV. Justin Edwards said, didn't Jamie Foxx record some P. Diddy parties? He got any footage? You know, we thought it was kind of outlandish when everybody was saying, you know, Puffy had a hand in what happened to Jamie Foxx. But then after everything came out, I don't think if Jamie Foxx does have a video, he ain't showing it. And I'll just leave it at that. DRKN said, Diddy allegedly took advantage. Diddy allegedly took advantage of his sons, including Justin and Usher and former child star from That's So Raven. That's why Saucy Santana said he's the said to YDJ academics. I never heard any of that. But thank you for the super chat. Rick Ross and Drake was too converted by Diddy. Now, I don't think the boss is out here doing nothing with Diddy. I don't think that. I've never heard anything about Diddy doing anything with his sons. I never heard that before. Diddy got it coming from not doing right by Biggie's mom or Biggie or any of his artists. Tommy Bites TV said, when did he ask Justin why you don't call me? I don't have that video though. I don't have that video. That might be why. That one I don't have. Orlando is I don't know what happened to Orlando. I don't really know what happened to Raz B either. But I know what happens at a Diddy party.
Here today. No, this is the party. Oh, why? I just come back when everybody get here. No, stay. No, it's cool. I just come back later when everybody get here. I said stay! Oh, Diddy, all right, I'm here. Party with me, Daddy. I'll be the first one here, okay. Where everybody at? It's just me and you in here today. Yeah. Now come dance for Brother Love. I mean, ain't no music playing right now. I said dance for Brother Love! Okay. Take that.
Thank you for the Cash App, Kendra, and thank you for the Cash App, Gary. So y'all, I'm gonna keep reviewing this. It's a lot more. But like I said, this lawsuit could basically just be two truths and a lie. It could be two truths and a lie. All jokes aside, I believe some of this stuff. I don't believe some of the other stuff, but I know some of this stuff ain't right.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna keep reviewing this lawsuit. It's 73 pages. If I see some other stuff that I believe is like mixed in with truth and not truth, I'll bring it to you guys. I'm working on some Wendy stuff. There's some more connections that's being made between the judge and the guardian. The stuff is crazy. This stuff is taking me all day. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. We have fun around here. We break down stories. We do some investigative, I don't want to say journalism, but we do some investigative stuff around here. If you are new to the channel, definitely hit that like button. And one other thing, somebody in the industry hit me up and said that, I don't know this to be true, but Little Rod, the dude who is suing Diddy, is known to be a liar. So I asked them, well, can you give me some examples? And I'm just waiting on a response. So this was also one of these songwriter producer people. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to see y'all later. And hopefully Diddy don't get in no more trouble.